173 and 174 is a whole bunch more websites if you want to go find more properties if you've got nothing to do. And this is a good job for your VA. And guys, there's some killer websites in here. And if I were you, I'd stay tuned to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and HUD and government sites and auction government sites. There's a beautiful thing about government auctions. They don't hardly advertise them. Therefore, nobody shows up. Plus, they can give them rats behind what they sell for. You know, $100,000 house sell for $5,000, they could care less. It makes no difference to them whatsoever. So, you know, start your network of kick butt sources to find these deals. Not that you're going to need them, because the truth is, I can't keep up with the crap we can buy off a listing book. Until my IRA ran out of money, I was buying 2 a week off a listing book. 2 a week. And I got to get some more money, Jay.
We can help you with that.
All right. Guys, I'm going to just give you, let's see if I can come from memory here. Oh, crap. That's hard. Let's see. I just closed on one week before last, worth about $70,000. My purchase price from a bank, $14,400. It needs about 3 in work. I closed on another one from a bank. I paid $12,000 for it, worth about $70,000. In marginal areas, these two are. I closed on another one. I paid from an individual. He had $3,000 worth of taxes. The poor guy didn't spend a fortune renovating. I gave him $9,000 and took over his taxes. And I know the house worth $65,000, $70,000. In fact, we're closing them so fast I can't even keep up with them anymore. This is like shooting ducks in a barrel like I've never seen it before in my life, ever. And just for the record, let's say you live in one of these high-end areas. Now, is that what I just showed you apply to every city in the country?
Yes.
No. Some areas of the country have a whole lot better bargains in it than other areas of the country. For example, you ain't going to pull this off in the D.C. market, because the D.C. market is one of the hottest markets in the country. Now, there's tons of bargains here, don't get me wrong, but you don't buy houses for $19,900 in the D.C. market. Actually, it's a good thing, because the ones you pay $219,900 for are worth $450,000. So you just have bigger spreads in them, guys. That's all it is. It's all just math. And I'll prove it to you tomorrow. Wait till we get on the bus. You'll see reality pop in. And I hope you can't believe that I bought all the houses we're going to. Constructing offers. Turn over a few pages. I got to get going.
Just real quick, Ron.
Yes, sir.
Since we've got this bonanza of bank-owned properties that we're able to make offers on and see, just to take a note here on page 187 is step 2, not step 3, but step 2 of pre-screening sellers. That's when you were teaching wholesaling by controlling the property. So we're really not focusing on that.
Pre-screening them, frankly, I just did. I didn't really go down my list here completely.
Right.
For your criteria on page 171, you pick your price range, you pick your area, and then you pick, they know how to pull them. You don't have to tell them about the search words. They know how to pull them. But the next one down there, time on the market, is kind of important. You tell your realtors, give me the ones that have been on the market for a long time. Give me the ones that's been on the market 120 days. That's my prime prospects, not the ones that just hit the market. Now, when they're hitting the market like I'm just showing you, I'll take them all, but your best deal is the ones that have been on the market more than 90 days. Yep. They've already been picked over, and I promise you this, you will not buy a bank-owned property that's been on the market 90 days without paying a lot less than somebody else has already bid and they've turned down. And well, always, 100% of the time. Because when they first come out, they want to get high bids. So they make them these low offers, they don't want to take them, and so they sit on the market a few months, and now all of a sudden the newness is worn off, they've tried, now they're willing to take pretty much whatever's thrown at them. Give them a little time on the market and buy the leftovers. Nobody else is picking on them anymore. They're all in the feeding frenzy. As fast as they hit the market, let them have it. Now, I'm going to get in that feeding frenzy just by the nature of what's delivered to me on listing book. See, I'm going to make offers on anything in there that I like, the area of, and the house big enough for me to want to be a part of. And I know that I got to throw a lot of spaghetti against the wall to have it stick. Guys, we have constantly keep about 80 offers out to get 2 a week bought. Now, we don't make 80 offers a week. That's not what it said. There's always about 80 offers floating around out there. We do make about 20, 25 offers a week. Because it's a lot of work. sitting in front of the iPad and telling Scott what to tell the realtor to bid. It's a lot of work. Make 25 offers a week.
Yeah. Let me, since I talk so much, let me interject this just real quick. And that is, part of my criteria is I'm willing to pay more for a house depending on the exposure that house has to drive-by traffic. So what I'm talking about is always begin with the end in mind. I let my exit strategy determine my buying strategy. Here's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Just bought a house, just finished the rehab, just 3 weeks ago. This house is on the 9-foot road in Newport, North Carolina, and here's what I'm talking about. I knew when I got the house, and Ron's going to get into this on Sunday, or Ryan will, when it comes to selling. One of my favorite ways to sell houses is to put just a yellow banner on the house, and we'll get into that. But I knew I was going to get all that drive-by traffic. Do you know that from the time we got the house ready to sell, within 2 weeks we had 45 applicants wanting to buy that house? So I was willing to pay a little more for that house because I knew it was going to build my buyers list so fast, as opposed to a house that's at the end of a cul-de-sac on the back end of the city where I'm not going to get any drive-by traffic.
Page 258.
There it is,
That's
page
Jay's
258.
banner.
That's my banner on page 258.
Yellow with black ink.
Yep, yellow banner. I buy my banners, and we're jumping ahead, I'm sorry.
Which we now use.
There you go.
Not my idea.
I buy my banners, write this down, from www.wholesalebanners.com, WHOLE, banners, BANNERZ, BANNERZ.com, and they get drop shipped to you. They're 2x6, and that's exactly what they say. If you dial that number, that's my local cell phone number, call forward to Pat Live. So please don't call it, because all they're going to say is hello and charge me $1 a minute. But anyway, I knew I was going to get all those leads. So since that house, so it went into contract 3 weeks ago, I'm still getting all the calls building my buyers list. So the case in point is, oh, by the way, those banners only cost you $30. That'll be the cheapest advertising you ever do to get leads.
All right.
So anyway.
Stop. We're not selling houses right now.
But my point was, we're buying houses, and depending on where it's located, I may spend a little more.
Yes, I agree. By the way, see, I already gave you credit for the sign.
Oh, you sure did.
I did.
Since Dallas Fort Worth.
That's right.
Wow.